Because we recorded Sakura Dungeon, like, in July and August, I think. June, July, August.
That feels
You're
good.
uploading it, like,
I
now.
sigh softly as water cascades over my body. I was so tired of work, I didn't change out of my clothes. Oh.
Again, I'm confused with why she's dressed in the shower.
Because she was tired. She was too lazy to
That's
change.
just lazy.
I didn't even take off my glasses. According to Clover, my glasses are my charm point, whatever that means.
I noticed.
She plays too many erotic games, especially for an elementary school teacher. What? She's a teacher and she dresses
What?
like that.
Well, not at school, I hope. So,
I
not
hope.
at school, I hope.
I hope. Otherwise, I'd be very concerned. I was surprised
Yeah.
when she told me her lifelong dream was to work with children. Fortunately, she doesn't dress in that skin. Okay, thank God. Well, fortunately, she doesn't dress in that skin-tight leg type when she's around those under 12 years of age. Thank God.
God.
And so moral, however, Japan's children continue to be protected, or something like that. I'm sleepy and I'm not really thinking straight. And again, when have I ever done that? Yeah. And
Really?
Yeah. And also my cheek against the slow, steady stream of warm water. I almost look like such a slob collapsed at the bottom of the shower and still from salt in my panties. At least I had the foresight to take my skirt off. I might be lazy, but I'm not that lazy. The
I
water is
could argue that.
meh. The water is really nice. It caresses my skin softly. My limbs don't ache as much as they did before. My limbs ache after a busy day at work. That's what happens when you have to take the train everywhere, sandwiched between businessmen and women while the carriage rocks back and forth. Seriously, why is Japan so busy? Tokyo is the worst. I don't like people at the best of times, I especially don't like them when I'm crammed against them with my elbows and knees digging into me. At least the shower knows it's true to go right. I yawn idly, rubbing shampoo on my head. I think this might be Clover shampoo actually. It smells of cinnamon. A bit too strong for my liking. I prefer more suitable aromas like barley tea or vanilla, but Clover says that's incredibly boring. She's called me boring ever since we first started talking online. It's a wonder we're even friends. It's a wonder I have any friends at all for being so gloomy. But I wasn't always like this. Part of it is because of work. Having a job does this to people. I think it's inevitable, especially when you're a freelancer like me and your hours are all over the place. Sometimes I get called for emergency repairs in the early hours of the morning. And to think, I only started dabbling with computers because of Clover. It was back when we were both kids and we went to different schools in different parts of Japan. Clover was born in the north, around Chuko region, and I was born in Shuko. Sorry, Japanese people, for mispronouncing that. I probably did. We could only communicate through our keyboards. She decided to make a game. We tossed a few ideas back and forth, mostly riff off penultimate and penultimate fantasy series. And I started studying Java and C++ in my spare time. I built up quite a blank knowledge over the years, but it was all for nothing. Clover and I never found the time to work on that game. I was too busy with school, then college, and now I have a job. I thought knowing a little bit about programming might come in handy as a computer repair technician, but that was wishful thinking. My career is based on telling people to turn their appliances off and on again. And that's all. I have all these skills at my disposal and I never used any of them. Never had the chance. Now I'm worried that the chance will never come. Honestly, I've held pinching a strand of damp hair with my fingers. What's the point? What's the point on all that? Well, our dreams of making a real video game like RPGs, dungeon crawlers, and the Rouge Lakes I loved so much as a child be for nothing. I don't even have time to play video games nowadays. I'm too busy working. That's what being an adult is like, I guess. Even if it sucks. At least I can take tomorrow off. I need to be around the house so I can welcome our tenant, the new girl. What's her name again? At least I can take tomorrow off. I need to be around the house. I don't think Clover ever mentioned it. I bet Clover doesn't even know. That would be so like her. If nothing else, tomorrow should be interesting at least. Hey, Nico Hime. Get up, sleepyhead.
This girl does not fit the bill of I'm going to.
Yeah. You call yourself Nico Hime for nothing. I moan, nuzzling my head on my pillow. I can feel the sunlight dancing across my skin. It runs through my hair. Nice, soft, warm. Why would I wake up when I feel so cozy? I hardly ever get to sleep in thanks to my job. My sleep schedule's all messed up. I snatch quick cat naps whenever I can fit them in. Between my sticks to Kichajoji and Asakusha to help yet another useless businessman using a CD driver as a drink holder. That's all I get. Sadly, Clover isn't having any of it. She can be pretty assertive when she wants. Wake up, Nikohime! Yeah! I hit shying away from the finger and close my eyelids even more tightly than before. She isn't being deterred. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Her fingers fly out on my body and prod their of my overhead soles until. Alright, fine, I'm up. I push back the blankets and find myself in sitting position.
Oh, she's ticklish.
What's with. You know what, I'm just gonna keep going because I don't care anymore.
Turn that jacket of hers, I swear to God. What's that in the background?
Well, thank God it's like that, otherwise I wouldn't be able to put this on YouTube.
Oh.
Thank God it's
I
covered.
might know where that's from, maybe.
I have a feeling I do too. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep going.
It's from a soccer game, obviously.
Obviously.
But I think it's from either Soccer Christmas or Soccer Valentine.
Well, thank God it's censored. I blink, literally rubbing my eyes at the hand and... Ah! Did I fall asleep wearing my glasses? You should be more careful, you know. You could scratch your lenses. Please, you're the last person who should be lecturing me by being careful. Boo. Clover pouts. I do work at an elementary school, you know. I'm surprisingly reliable. All my students call me Big Sis, and they always tell me how much they love me. Yeah, right. Don't you yeah right me, it's true. Whatever. I yawn again and press my head against my mouth. Hand against my mouth. My hair is all disheveled. My hair is always disheveled. Sleepy
She's
princess,
still wearing
let me
the
fix
jacket
that for you.
too.
Yeah. Clover sits on the edge of the bed and brushes a few strands of hair out of my mouth. My hair is damp with my own drool, and Clover doesn't wince. Instead, she smiles indulgently and pats me on the head. Isn't that what you do with your students? Sometimes, if they fall over and hurt themselves. I'm not a kid. I know you're not. Not with those boobs. Damn it! Clover. But girls are developing quicker and quicker all the time. I saw a TV show about it. Something about processed meat. I really don't care. You don't care about much. You're so grumpy. Clover runs her fingers through my hair. She's smiling. Just like a kitty cat. There. If you keep that up, I'll bite you. No, I wouldn't. No. You won't be doing that, my good little kitty. Don't call me that! But how can I resist when your name is Nikohime? It was a bad decision. I think it suits you perfectly. She continues to pat my head, running her fingers through my white curls. I don't want to encourage her, but her hand is kind of warm. The feeling of her palm on the top of my head is pretty nice. It's making me drift off again. My eyelids flutter. All of a sudden, I feel so sleepy. No, this isn't good. I can't let Clover see me in this delicate, defenseless state. It would ruin my reputation. Whatever little reputation I have. Alright, that's enough of that. I bat Clover's hand away and slide off the bed. With a yawn, I stretch my arms out into the air and my joints click. Why are you up so early, Clover? Isn't it obvious? Clover claps her hands together. She's so excited, she's practically bouncing up and down on the spot. Her boobs bounce with her. I'm not entirely sure if she's wearing a bra. Well, I can tell she's not, in case of underboob. If she is, I can't see it peeking out beneath the bottom of her shirt. That's a shirt? What a ridiculous shirt it is. Clover's a ridiculous person.
I'm just gonna call it a top.
I wouldn't even call it that! I'm excited.
What would you call it?
I don't know, but it's not even a shirt. Jake, it's too small. There's Snow Cold Entertainment push you out a new patch of Underclock. That's a parody of Undertale. No,
Obviously.
or I don't think they did. Even if they did, it wouldn't matter. Clover is super stubborn, and so she only plays one character the whole roster. And then she wanted 5 people on the internet forums to poke fun at her and call her an Enzo-main. I'm excited for our new guest, of course. Yes, of course, the serial killer.
No, that's not an That's wait.
The serial
Wait, no. That's not an Undertale parody.
What is it?
It's not an Undertale parody.
I know that, but what is it?
It's an Overwatch parody.
Oh! She just called her. I love that. No, the thing is, she was like, "I'm excited for our new guest." Ah, yes, the serial killer.
Plot twist: she is a serial killer.
It's only a matter of time before they put one in the game. I don't think she's a serial killer, Himejima.
Right.
You can never be too careful. Once a guy asked me to repair the computer, and when I was poking around the hard drive trying to fix some Milligan errors, I happened to come across some rather interesting files. Hundreds of hundreds, not even that. Thousands of images of cartoon characters from children's television, anime, pretty honey, being savaged by tentacles. It was an enlightening experience. Not one I really want to relive. You know the estimated time our guest will be moving in? I'm not sure. She said around midday. Then we should have plenty of time to clean the place up. I'm going back to sleep. She doesn't really say that. You can clean up her house all you want. You'd want to clean up her house for a serial killer? I thought you said she wasn't a serial killer. I mean, I don't think she is, but like you said, you can never be too careful. Don't use my words against me! I proud the tip of Claire's nose going.
She goes
cross-eyed momentarily. Let's get something to eat first. Surprisingly enough, Clover is a pretty decent chef.
How about you get dressed first?
Or at least change her clothes. Maybe it's because she likes creative things. She makes music in her spare time and has a pretty sizable following on Miko.
Oh, it's a Sakura game.
I think that's why she became an elementary. Yeah. I think that's why she became an elementary school teacher.
I don't get it.
She's no artist, but she likes making animals out of used toilet roll tubes and playing with finger paint more than the kids do. Alright then. Sometimes when she comes home from work, there are splashes of acrylic paint on her fingers and cheeks. It even gets in her hair. When I point it out, she just laughs. She's also the nurturing type, I guess. She likes taking care of people. I wonder if that's why our friendship has survived for so long. Before I got this job, I was too lazy to even comb my hair and brush my teeth in the mornings. It was lucky that I had Clover around because she took care of all that boring stuff for me. Sometimes she even helped dress me. I think she enjoys it. It made her feel wanted. And when it comes to mealtime, I really do want Clover around. The food she prepares is always delicious. Today's breakfast is no exception. Rice porridge, cinnamon toast with apricot jam, and a side of banana slices. That's super good. Like, insanely. Do you like it?
Can't relate.
I do. Is it sweet enough for you, for your discerning tongue? I like sweet food a lot. Some people can't. Some people can't get. Some people can't get up in the mornings with a cup of coffee, but I'm the opposite. My tongue's pretty delicate, and I can't stand bitter flavors. If I could, I'd live on a diet of cake, ice cream, and cinnamon toast. It's just sweet enough, I think. Great. Then eat up, like a good girl. You need to be grown, big and strong. Clover's pretty nice, but I don't like it when she coddles me. I know it sounds hypocritical
I'll
since.
just say this: for all the stuff she just described as, I don't see it because of the way she dress,
Yeah.
especially with the top.
Yeah. Since she does most of her cooking and the housework, I don't appreciate being spoken down to. I'm not one of your students. You're even naughtier than some of my students. You wear the same clothes you wore yesterday. You're wearing the same clothes you wore yesterday, too. Yes, but I didn't have a shower in them last night, unlike you. What will you do if our tenant arrives and you're dressed like that? Your hair's messy,
Oh
too.
shit!
And you haven't even brushed your teeth. You said she wasn't going to come until midday. Plans can change. They shouldn't. If people say they're going to do something at a certain time, then they should do it at that time. Or not do it at all. Wow, you're unusually heated. It's not unusual. People never think about how much they might inconvenience others. Or maybe they should. It would make life a lot easier. I've always been a stickler for keeping schedules, but it's even worse when I got this job. I can't count the number of times clients have flanked out on me. Clover just smiles. She was always smiling. You're so prickly, Hime. You'd be prickly too if you had to work my job. Is that why you're frowning? No, my face just does it on its own. Oh dear. Oh dear, I made you your favorite rice porridge too. It'll take more than that to right the wrongs in this world. Don't expect miracles. I'm a good cook.
Nice.
I'm a good cook, but I'm not that good. I pout, shoveling a spoonful of rice porridge into my mouth. It's warm, every bite filled with love and affection. It really is sweet. I emptied the bowl in.
I so far like these characters. So far,
Your voice cracked.
they're interesting.
Yeah.
Well, not really.
Hime is kind of relatable
I heard
because she's an
some
introvert.
sort of notion in my voice.
Hime is kind of relatable because she's an introvert.
Yeah.
And Clover is kind of funny, I guess you could say. It's empty. I empty the bowl in seconds. My spoon rests at the bottom, and I flick it here and there in bits.
I feel like the funny would disappear very soon.
Yeah. I yawn, pressing my hands against my mouth, tear beads in my eyes, and I feel sleepy. Clover watches me, propping her head with her hand. Her eyes are soft and gentle. You really are like a cat, Hime. What do you mean? Now you've had something to eat, do you want to go back to sleep? Can't help it, I have a busy life. Clover giggles. That's not all. You always doze off around the sunshine. Your tongue is super sensitive. You get distracted by stray dust particles, and you love drinking milk. You've been observing me that much? Creepy. You even say meow when your sides get tickled. No, I don't! Yes, you do, Star. I do not! Oh, what's this, Hime? Are you trying to deny the truth? It's not the truth, you're mistaken. That's what corrupt politicians say. What? I'm not a politician.
Yeah.
I'm really not. I'm just a struggling computer repair woman who hates her job. Laura's face darkened. Oh god. I don't trust that expression.
Planning something.
London trading is some kind of you plan. Do you persist in your wild claims that you don't in fact hang out when you get tickled? I persist. I persist because it's the truth. I will stand up for all the good and just the pure in this world. Whoa! Throw it off.
It's not tickling.
I was kidding. Well, that's what we're gonna call it because this is
That's doing something else.
That's groping, not tickling. I'm enjoying this game actually.
Very big difference.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what we're gonna call this episode.
Let's say if we were to, I'd definitely add the two characters in games because how interesting they are. We've already added three Magical Girls from Sakura Magical Girls because we said they're interesting. Why add these two? They're interesting.
For reasons like this. But yeah, we're gonna call this episode here. See you guys next time.